are back. We are rolling. We are rolling. We are rolling. I'm trying to start this new segment, right? So I got a lot of people who always send me music on IG, TikTok. They send me music all the time. For some reason, people respect my opinions on music. Also, if you guys remember back in early All Jokes Aside podcast days when I had the team, we used to do a segment called Press Play, and then I had to change that name because that was already a taken name on YouTube, and I didn't want to seem like a biter. So when I saw that was already existed, I changed it to Smoke in the Booth. So Smoke in the Booth, we had a segment where we brought out new artists, and we played their music. There is an artist who I was supposed to play today, but for some reason I can't get my Apple up and running on here. So shout out to Mech. I'm going to play your song next week. All right, but I didn't want to waste too much time because I got to get this going. But I am going to play your song next week. I heard a little bit of it. I'm definitely going to share that with the world. So it'll be 2 weeks in a row you'll be mentioned on this podcast. But thank you for the love, bro. Your music is fire, and I'm going to play it next week so people can hear your song. This new chick out of Memphis, yo. You know what I mean? And Memphis been lighting it up lately. Memphis been having a slew of artists coming out. But the chicks in Memphis spit hard. They rap for real. You could tell they come from the slums. This chick she's a cute chocolate girl. Her eyebrows is kind of crazy. Is this the one? Eyelash or eyebrows kind of crazy. I don't know. But I heard something to her husband. I didn't hear this freestyle. But somebody said, yo, listen to this. This chick is fire. She up next. Glorilla better look out. You know what I mean? This Memphis wave because this chick is coming. Her name is Lil Q. Let's hear this freestyle. I want to hear this shit. I think I got it queued up. Yeah, here we go.
Done with the diss, now finna jack on here, clear up the beef. Talking about some black and I'm ugly, who the fuck gon'
Hold on. That's how she started?
touch me, hoe be real, they're weak. Need to go buy you a new pair of drawers. You making these calls, go buy you some sheets. Talking about a motherfucker shaking, nobody or pushed on me or they coming in the street. You might just brainless heads at the park when you supposed to be out there playing. You got more bodies than you got shoes. Lime together, shit had her band. Might start speaking on money, ain't getting no money. That capping shit getting out of hand. Mind them little ass check, y'all getting that little ass money I'm making off hand.
Hold on. I gotta start that over. Let me see if I can rewind this. Hold on, y'all.
This guy came out of his house on Halloween dressed as Michael Jackson.
Hold on. Lord. Hold on. You heard her accent? Nah, that Memphis accent is different. Hold on, y'all. Let's run that back. Hold on.
Done with the diss, now finna jack on here, clear up the beef. Talking about some black and I'm ugly, who the fuck gon' touch me? These hoes be real, they're weak. Need to go buy you a new pair of drawers. You making these calls, go buy you some sheets. Talking about a motherfucker shaking, nobody or pushed on me or they coming in the street. You might just brainless heads at the park when you supposed to be out there playing. You got more bodies than you got shoes. Lime together, shit had her band. Might start speaking on money, ain't getting no money. That capping shit getting out of hand. Mind them little ass check, y'all getting that little ass money I'm making off hand. Tag every nigga that hit you, cause I got a bitch and I ain't playing. She ain't having no goals for real. Everything I got been part of the plan. Yeah, fucking with us and shit. Hoes, yeah, wish she part of the clan. Can't refrain, no leeching asshole. I can't believe I gave you a chance.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let's see if we can find another one. This is like a little YouTube short shit. Let me see if we can find another one. I like that. I like her. Hold on. Let's see if we can find something else. Let's see.
Lil' mama talking all mouth, talking about what she finna do. Corona had these bitches tough when they let us out of school. But I ain't the type that you gon' brag. You know gang been on your ass.
I like that accent.
This up in the zone, ho go run up you a bag. Thought we was done with the diss, now finna jack on here, clear up the beef. Talking about some black and I'm ugly, who the fuck gon' touch me? These hoes be real, they're weak.
What the same one?
Buy you a new pair of drawers. You making these calls, go buy you some sheets. Talking about a motherfucker shaking, nobody or pushed on me or they coming in the street. You might just brainless heads at the park when you supposed to be out there playing. You got more bodies than you got shoes. Lime together, shit had her band. Might start speaking on money, ain't getting no money. That capping shit getting out of hand. Mind them little ass check, y'all getting that little ass money I'm making off hand. Tag every nigga that hit you, cause I got a bitch and I ain't playing. She ain't having no goals for real. Everything I got been part of the plan. Yeah, fucking with us and shit. Hoes, yeah, wish.
Okay. Let's get into the episode. Sheesh, shout out to Lil Q, fresh out of Memphis. I see big things in her future. If somebody looking for a spitter, she going hard. See, the problem is, though, these chicks that start rapping like this or dudes will be rapping like this, as soon as they blow, they get commercialized. She's spitting. I fuck with it. But Glorilla's fire, too, though. She wasn't a one-hit wonder. I did went back and listen to some of Glorilla's stuff. I really like her. I really like her music. But anyway, y'all, welcome back to episode 163 of the All Jokes Aside podcast. I'm your host, Will Mills, a.k.a. King Dirtbag. All right, so let's get the show going. How everybody going? I hope you're feeling good, feeling great. The shoulder is getting way better. I went in the gym to, what's this on? See, the cuts is coming, but I'm bulking right now. Right now, I'm bulking, so I'm at 235. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get it down to, by summertime, I'm going to cut it down to 225. Right now, I'm bulking. I went in the gym today and went crazy. Listen, as much shit as I talk when I go out to do shows and shit, I got to be prepared. You know what I mean? Niggas decide to rush the stage because I be talking crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all, let's get this show going. I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling real good. I'm glad to be back on this consistent streak. Like I said, social media has been very good to me lately. You know what I mean? I haven't been performing much on stage. But when I say social media is going crazy right now, like, I mean, I have like so many viral videos on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, like everything is going nuts. So many sponsors hitting me up, want to work with me. I feel truly blessed, and I thank you everybody for all the love I've been getting. Just millions and millions of views. People really fucking with the content. So I definitely appreciate everybody, all the new listeners and viewers of the show. Please tell a friend to tune into the All Jokes Aside podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spreaker. I'm on a bunch of audio platforms, but the visuals, we need to get this YouTube up. Makes no sense. I have one of the hottest podcasts out, and my views are so low. I don't really push the YouTube thing. I do need to do it more. But, you know, it's up to y'all, man. Help a brother out, man. You know what I mean? Let's get these views up. Let's get this channel up so we can get some more of this money. You feel me? A couple of things I want to talk about today. See, I didn't even want to start out like this. Okay. This participation trophy shit got to stop. And when I say that is, you know, I think I talked about this on the last episode where nobody no longer has to earn anything. By conforming to people's, with whether they have disabilities, deformalities, whatever it is, I get it. Everybody in the world should get a shot. If they want to do something, they should pursue it. But it shouldn't be at the expense of others who actually work hard to get in a position. I saw this video, it's old, but I'm going to let y'all see the video, and I'm going to give y'all my opinion. Right, but let the video play first before y'all cut the shit off. Y'all gonna think I'm mean, but just watch the video, okay? Watch the video. This is nuts to me, though. You know what I mean? But I want y'all to see this shit. All right.
Every week, the lights of Friday Night Football shine.
Mind you, this video is very old. This video came out about 10 years ago. But this is an example of what's going on right now. So just check the video out. All right.
Bright over West Texas. But for one football player, he can't see those lights. He can't see the crowd, the ball, or the grass. But what he can see is that he's helping others see and believe that nothing is impossible, not even playing football blind. The Greenwood Panthers preparing for a big game. In fact, it's
so far
the
so
biggest.
good.
It's the
you know what I mean? Nothing wild.
They've come this far because each player has a unique talent, a crafted skill, including number 57, Dylan Collier.
We already know we're going to win.
It's that kind of confidence that continues to amaze people who watch Dylan play, because he's doing all of this blind.
You know how I can't see and a lot.
Okay. Without context, me playing this video and sharing this with y'all, it's just going to seem like I'm being mean and cruel. But here's the context I want to add. Was he born blind? That's important. That's very important. If he lost his eyesight, I get it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get some of this. But born blind, Let me just let it play some more.
People think that that a blind person can't play football.
But this courageous youngster has proven those people wrong.
You can do anything, anything's possible.
Game time nears. Dylan and his team are ready.
Guys, this is it. Okay, you want to go to the Super Bowl, this is the time to do it.
Sir!
On the field, he runs, looking for a block.
My job is to block for the quarterback.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is not... I feel like this is exploitation because they know there's people, authentic, genuine people like myself in the world. You know what I mean? I don't pause to laugh. I don't. Because if this was on a sketch comedy show, it would be funny as well. Right? But I don't feel like these things are to shed light on kids. I think it's exploitation to make us laugh. Because why would you add this? Why would you add this? Come on, man. Come on, son.
I have to make sure that they can't get to our quarterback and get the ball.
Dylan is able to do this with the help of his teammates and his coach, who communicates with Dylan through a radio set up inside his helmet.
Right there, Dylan, right there. Stop, Dylan. Stop. Turn right. Come straight back. Don't hit the ref. There you go. I talked to him in the helmet, tell him when to go when the ball snapped, and after that, it's basically on him. He knows he can get hit, but he'll hit you too.
No.
After each play, Dylan runs to the sidelines, gets a hug from his coach, and cheers from the crowd.
Okay. In a scrimmage game, I'm speaking as a football player and as a parent of student athletes, right? These kids are playing football, some for a hobby, some because they take it serious, right? Now, allowing him to play in this game, in a real game, I can see in a scrimmage game, that's fine. Because once again, if this kid was not born blind, I get it. Get a boy a shot. Let him get out there and play a little bit during scrimmage games, during the halftime special shit. But a real game, first of all, if you're blind, if you were born blind, football is not something you would have to actually, it's all touch in this game. You know what I mean? That's like letting a blind person play baseball or basketball. There's goals to hit. There's people to hit. You feel what I'm saying? You cannot put a blind kid who's never seen football in his life on the field. How could he know what football looked like, feels like? How could he? How about coaching? This is unrealistic. This is like, oh, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. No, you can't do everything. Football is one of them for blind people. I think it's unfair to do that, to set those false expectations for somebody, right? Instead of giving them a participation trophy. Because what if he go to high school and want to play? It's not happening. You know why? Because they take it a little more serious. So don't even plant the seed to begin with. This is so dangerous to do that to kids. Making kids believe they can do everything they put their mind to. You can't do everything you put your mind to. You can't. You just can't do it. You can't. You know what I mean? And it's not fair to do that. Right? So now, because what you're also asking, if you got this kid on the field playing, I get it, one play a game or something like that, keep it light. You're asking all the other kids who actually work hard to dumb down their rate of play for somebody who shouldn't be out there in the first place. And this was a while ago, so this shit started back then. I'm pretty sure when this video came out, the jokes was crazy. Let me see the comments in this shit. There got to be some comments. I know there got to be some crazy comments on this because people are ruthless. No comments? They probably turned the comments off for good reason. Because me, I'm telling you right now, if I was a kid his age and I'm out there playing, he playing on the line. He playing on the O-line. If I'm on defense, I'm lighting this nigga up off the line. Boom! You're not going to ask me to chill, man. And my pops better be, good hit. Come on, son. Come on, man. Just like if a woman wanted to play. Light her ass up. Can I ask kids who work hard to dumb down their rate to play for one person? I don't like that shit, man. When you get in the real world, it ain't the way it works. Case in point, saw another story recently on TikTok, right? I saw this and I had to share this with y'all. Because now we in the age of full-blown conformity. Everybody gets a participation trophy. Everybody can do everything, right? Cool, on TikTok, you can live your dreams. TikTok, you see the wildest shit. You know what I mean? You see people burnt up, half a head, and everybody's showing love. And that's cool because that's social media. You know what I mean? Because if that same person was walking down the street and my son saw him, my son is going to be terrified of that. To my son, that's a monster. And I can't talk him off that ledge. I can say, oh, son, be nice. No. If my son, I saw a dude today, I guess he's in the military, and, you know, sad for him. The nigga ain't have no nose. Like, no, all bone, he had no nose and no top lip. Something may have happened to him in the military. God bless him, whatever happened to him. But it sucks. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that TikTok and those platforms exist. Because if people online can make them people feel more comfortable and more human, that's a beautiful thing. And I'm all for that. It's when you bring it out to the real world and expect people in the real world. Because on TikTok, you're essentially by yourself, right? You're on the camera and you're in the privacy of your own home. And all you're doing is reading comments. You probably read a mean one every now and then. But TikTok, trust me, they're very good at filtering out all the bullshit. So if I saw a girl one time, they showed, it was a video of her like regular, and then she was absent of TikTok for a year, and she came back, shorty face was gone. Gone. Turns out she was babysitting some dogs, and they washed her up. You know what I mean? They mauled her, and they tore her fucking face off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she looks like Jigsaw from Daredevil. Jigsaw. She looked sad, young girl. Before she got off of TikTok, she had a decent amount of following, and people were like, yo, where you at? So she's getting a lot of love and a lot of moral support, a lot of emotional support. That's great. But on the same note, if my kids saw that person walking down the street, monster, you know what I mean? I'm not even trying to crack a joke. That's just what it is. But I'm pretty sure she knows that she got to get that moral support from those millions of people who's viewing her online. Because once she leave out the comfort of her home, it's lit. Case in point. For years and years and years, the LGBTQ community, the T's in particular, the transgender community, and even to this day, face a lot of scrutiny. A lot of people, are uncomfortable with transgender people. Understandably so. That's the problem. We never want to examine why. I mean, if you're an adult, you're old enough to know it's wrong to make fun of or pick on or abuse mentally, physically, verbally, anybody. You should know better than that. Keep your fucking mouth, keep your words to yourself. But unfortunately, the world we live in, it is what it is. People are being human. People are being stupid, being what they are. So I saw a transgendered person, right? Already, you can't say anything to them. But once again, when you give out participation trophies to everybody because they're already in a compromising position, you create these false narratives and everybody has to lie. So watch this. I'm going to show y'all something. Like this was ridiculous. Like, come on, man. All right, I found it. Okay. Now here's what the caption reads. The caption reads, Brazilian deaf-mute trans woman sings Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. When I first read the caption, I was like, oh shit, cool. Because when I think of deaf-mute, can't talk and can't hear, right? So when I was singing Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, okay, at some point in this woman's life, she was able to hear and speak, you know? Okay? So just keep that in mind.
Brazilian deaf mute trans woman sings Whitney Houston. I will always love you.
All right. No, bro. No. This is the reason why I'm saying we shouldn't allow this shit. Like, don't put it in front of the mainstream. And when I say something about it, y'all act like I'm the mean one. Y'all more mean than me. The people who air shit like this. Because then right after that, look, won. She won. Come on, son. Come on, son. She won. She won the competition. And then they did this after she won. All right, check this out. Now this is, she won. And then they interviewed her afterwards. No sign language. No maybe like a voice box to type in what she's saying. They're having a regular interview and expect people like me who see this shit not to be like, what the fuck? My kids be like, what the fuck? Like, come on, son. Look at this shit. Watch this. Look.
Brazilian deaf mute trans woman gives interview after winning national singing competition for best rendition of I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
Bem,
and no jibs. No jibs, no teeth.
você tá muito bonita, viu? Você tá muito bem vestida. Tá gostando do João Forró?
This, come on. This is.
Você vem toda noite? Qual artista que você mais gosta do João Forró? Manda um beijo.
Bro, this is exploitation. This is them. She can't hear or talk. Can't hear or speak. And you're trying to have an interview with her, asking her about the show. She can't hear you. She doesn't, I mean, I don't know if she knows sign language, but not using it. You're sitting here holding a conversation with a deaf mute. And we supposed to be like, oh shit, like, I'm supposed to be impressed by this shit? That's a South Park episode. South Park is going to see that. And they're going to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, son. All right, y'all didn't know I took a break, but I did. Because I had to pee. All right, that was wild. And you know what? I really don't care if you want to change the narrative of what I said. I said what I said. Conformity is bad. It's always been a bad thing. You should conform to some things, but not everything. Because certain things people have a natural reaction to, and their intentions are not to be mean. The intentions are not to be cruel or homophobic or whatever the fuck you want to label me. I'm a human being, yo. Sometimes I have the mind of what you would say as a child. But if my kids saw that, they'd be like, my kids would die laughing. And it's a natural instinct. And I wouldn't tell them, oh, don't be mean. Because it is what it is. You shouldn't put it there in front of us. Come on, son. Y'all got to stop that shit. Because you guys are exploiting. You know what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all doing. They do that shit all the time. It's clickbait. Y'all put some shit up that you know people going to laugh at and then call them mean when they actually laugh at it. Come on, son. Stop it. Woo. What is that? The fuck? It's a moth or a bee up in here? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Yeah, you about to die, buddy. Where you at? Shit. God damn it. How the hell a bee get up into my studio? Nah, son. Nah. Ah, you wet, motherfucker. Yeah. Where you go? God damn it. Nah. Let me stop lying. I ain't no bee. It's a moth. But still, I'm a New York dude, man. I'm not with all them bugs, man. I think I got him. My bad, y'all. My bad. Attack of the Killer Moths. That might be the name of the episode. I don't know. But anyway, moving along, y'all. Where are we going next? You know what? Speaking of people, somebody else sent me a video. They say, yo, chick said some crazy shit on TikTok or Instagram or one of them. Sent me the video. I said, I'm going to do a blind commentary on it. Let me check it out. Real quick. So I promise you I'll check it out and let me look at it and see what this chick is talking about. I like when y'all send me stuff because y'all want to see my reactions to it. And I'm going to start responding to these things, like reacting to these things blind. I like blind reactions. All right, let's see. Speaking of blind reactions, is she blind? Okay, let's check it out. See what she had to say.
I want to say this right now. Lotto not ugly. Lotto not ugly. I want to say this right now. Lotto not ugly. Lotto not ugly. But please stop saying I look like that girl because I had a dream that I met her in real life and I told...
Wait a minute. She talking about Mulatto the rapper? Hold on, son. Hold on, bro. Hold on. She ain't talking about Lotto the rapper.
Ugly. Lotto not ugly. But please stop saying I look like that girl because I had a dream that I met her in real life and I told her, like, oh my God, Lotto, I love you. People be telling me that we look alike. And she said, bitch, Lotto, bitch, I don't look shit like you, fuck going on. And I was like, so yeah, I don't want that to happen in real life. So let's stop calling me her. Thanks.
I'm not saying nothing. I'll let y'all. For the people who are not watching this on YouTube, which you should be, for the listeners, this girl is an albino. Clearly, she's an albino. She's not just light skinned, she's definitely an albino. Albinos usually got real bad eyesight and wear bifocal glasses. Her eyes are huge, shifty eyes. A little overweight, not an ugly girl, but she's an albino. Like, you know, what do you want? But she looks absolutely nothing like Lotto. But this is where people come for confidence to these social media platforms. And for people like this who might get teased and laughed at, this is great. These platforms are great. But just know, it's not real life. But for them, it is real life. It'd be mean to make fun of her being an albino or a little overweight or blind or whatever she is. That's mean. But it's not mean to say to make fun of her for thinking she like Mulatto, because this is her fishing for people to say she look like Lotto. Because she would love to look like Lotto. But she looks nothing. She looked like Lotto if Lotto was born albino. You know what I mean? With severely bad eyesight. You feel me? She look like albino Lotto. Let's see if we can put that together. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's it, y'all. That was just random. And no, you don't look like Lotto, shorty. I'm sorry. You know, you don't look anything like her. And they were being sarcastic, in case you didn't know. They're being sarcastic, and they know you would find it flattering. So maybe you had the dream, or maybe you didn't, or maybe you wanted to show off your Lotto impression, which was pretty bad, by the way. But no, you don't look anything like Lotto. So sorry. Okay. Moving along. Okay, let's get into this. I wanted to see some shit about that. I heard Erica Mena was crying about something with Safari and child support. Let me check this is. Let's see. I wonder if they got her talking about it. Okay. Erica Mena losing when she finds out how much child support Safari has to pay. Let's check this out.
Are you kidding me? That all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
What?
This is not fair.
When a man shows you who he is, you have to believe him. When anybody shows you who they are, you have to believe them.
Like he doesn't have to pay nothing of it? Nothing?
So he gotta pay no child support?
That's the that comes with
Oh, wow.
being a woman that is so ride or die about love.
Scrap, this is up.
What the hell Scrappy doing
Ladies
there?
and gentlemen, learn your partner before you jump ahead and fall in love with the words and all of that stuff that make up this fairy tale. Because when no one's looking, that's when everything just goes left.
Financially, the kids are my responsibility. I have primary custody of them.
Okay.
But I'm strong.
I want to know how much you got to pay.
And I'm here. I will always believe in love. Love is real.
Love don't have anything to do with money. I know they're married. I believe they're married. So child support is stipulated through the court system. Now, if he stipulated a certain amount and the courts agree with it, or the courts looked at his finances and said, hey, this is what you can afford, you can't get mad about that. You know what I mean? If you take me to the court system and put I'm going to say I got the least amount. All right, let's keep going.
I'm going to take time to love on me and pour on me. And I want to learn this new woman that I am. This woman that has learned to
Oh, shut up.
emotionally be in control.
She gets on my fucking nerves. She gets on my nerves. All of these Love and Hip Hop chicks. I want to know how much money he got to pay, though. They never said.
It was the East and the West.
They never said how much he got to pay. Let me see if Google tells me. How much does Safari have to pay in child support? How much does Safari pay in child support? That's his name. Hold on. Gotta say something. Safari paying child support. All right, so they finalized the divorce. And Erica Mena breaks down to find out she'll get $4,300 a month in child support. Bitch. Okay, let's do some math here, okay? First off, they have 2 kids. They have 2 kids. That's $500 a week per child. Okay? This is what killed me with this whole child support shit with women, right? If he don't take care of the kids at all, and you have a certain type of lifestyle you're leaving, first of all, listen, understand something, Erica Mena and all women who think like this. They were married. So the stipulations are a little different for them. Because when you get a divorce, child support is also included in that divorce. Okay? So if they awarded you $4,300 a month, the courts made that ruling. Or, he had to present his finances, what he's making, and the courts gave that. Child support is not voluntary. No man want to be on child support. Men want to take care of their kids, but men don't want the court playing the middleman over how much they pay for their children. So if he's giving you $4,300, that's $4,300 while the kids are with you. I don't know how many days a week, how many times a month he's with the children, but understand something. You're not giving him no money when the kids are with you, when the kids are with him. That's what I don't like about the child support system. There's some guys, such as myself, right? Like in Florida, child support is based off of how many overnights the kids stay where they stay. So, for instance, if the kid stays with me 3 days a week and stays with her 4 days a week, that's almost the kids live with me 50% of the time. That's what they base it off of. So pretty much the kids live with us almost 50-50. So my child support would be a lot lower based off of where the kid spends their overnights. So my child support will be, because also I have to take care of the kids when they're with me. Women don't take that into consideration. Safari's a well-off dude, so I'm pretty sure, I hope so. I don't know. He seemed like he's an okay person, but let's say he's a good father and he gets his kids and has them. Even if he has them on the weekends. When the kids are over his house on the weekends, he got to feed them, clothe them, recreational needs. Are you giving him money when the kids are with you? So he got to pay for the kids being in your house and also pay for the kids while they with him too. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm saying this about Erica Mena because Erica Mena makes money. She's not no broke chick. Or does she? Maybe she broke. Let's see Erica Mena net worth. Erica Mena net worth. Erica Mena is worth $1 million. Let's see Safari net worth. His net worth is $3 million. If he got to pay $4,300 a week, that's what the courts ordered him to pay. And they ordered that based off of what his income is. So you can't get mad about that, sweetheart. Crying a little Scrappy about it don't mean shit. How much is little Scrappy worth? He consoling you. Let's get his bitch ass to help. Little Scrappy. Let's get little Scrappy net worth. And that nigga ain't even got no net worth. Hold on. Let's see. He got to have some money. 900,000. Do I got more money than Lil Scrappy? I mean, I ain't got 900,000, but he ain't got no million. Not according to online. He probably got at least $1 million. He had a couple of hits back in the days. Erica Mena, stop crying, shorty. Stop crying. $500 a week per child? That's not bad. And we talking about babies. How old are their children? How old is Erica? Erica Mena's children. How old is her kids? One is that his kid? All right, so far. All right, so they have two kids. All right, so that's the older one. So they have Sapphire, the baby girl, beautiful baby girl. I think it's a little girl. Yeah, beautiful baby girl. She's 2, and Legend got to be a little younger than that, maybe. How old is the other one? 1. They have a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. She's crying about $500 a week per child. Erica, shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up. That's the thing. Like, I had my baby mother, right? So my baby mother was making me pay child support, right? Had me on child support. And she's married, right? My daughter's grown now, but this is back in the days. So she had me paying child support, right? So when my daughter became about 14, 15, I said to her, now that my daughter's 14, 15 years old, give her her money. It's not for you. You know why? Because child support is for the child, right? But here's the catch. This bitch was married to the same guy since my daughter was like 3 years old. So if you're married, all of your expenses in your house, your light bill, car note, insurance, all that shit fall on you and that nigga. That ain't got nothing to do with my child support. Every dime of my money should go to my daughter because that guy is supposed to be taking care of everything in that house and you. But you know what she told me? I need that money for expenses. So if you want her to have an allowance, you should give her extra money. She told me this proudly. Proud broke chick with a husband. And this bum ass nigga let it rock. What kind of man is that? Come on, son. Pathetic. That's why I don't like it to this day. I don't like it to this day. To this day. Can't stand the ass. Or her bum ass husband. They both bums. One kid and struggling. Meanwhile, I got 6. Come on, son. 6. And she lived with me after a while. And I had to pay her. Look at it. Look at this crazy shit. My daughter wound up coming to move in with me because her mother couldn't financially support her. She came to move in with me when she went to high school. Mom Duke still tried to collect child support while my daughter was living with me. I'm like, oh, that's not happening. If my daughter's going to live with me, I need to be off child support. Actually, I should put your ass on child support. But I know she ain't have it like that, so I ain't put on child support. Left it alone. I had to pay her to take me off child support. That was the stipulations. Pay her X amount of dollars, and that's why she ended the child support legally. Ain't that some bullshit? These motherfuckers, these chicks is trifling. Trifling. Anyway, moving along. Speaking of children, Nick Cannon, man. Listen, I'm all for spreading your wild roots, spreading your wild seeds. I'm all for that. I believe Nick Cannon just announced his 12th child. Nick Cannon welcomes number 11 with baby number 12 on the way. I'm going to spit some nuance. Nick Cannon must got some kind of terminal disease. I'm not wishing nothing on Nick Cannon. Listen, have all the babies you want. He's mad rich. He seems like an amazing father. He's an amazing black man. I love Nick Cannon. I think he's lame to a certain extent, but just lame in his movies, lame in some of his drip. But what Nick Cannon has accomplished, the opportunities he's given a lot of people, he's an official black dude. As a younger guy, I used to always call Nick Cannon one of the lamest dudes ever. But that was just because of his music and how he dressed and, you know, the whole Disney image. That was lame to me. But Nick Cannon is a pretty dope dude. Here's what's lame about having all of these kids. Now, as a man with 6 children, I'm not one to preach to the choir. However, I don't give a fuck how rich you are. My problem with that is you're not going to be, unless you're going to get custody of all the children, you're not physically going to be there to raise them all equally. Unless you, which is cool with me too, unless you live in a polyamorous lifestyle and you're about to marry all of these chicks and have living in one compound, cool. If you can afford that, do that. I'm not against that. My problem with this mainly is the fact that it's public. Why do you keep telling us and making these announcements? You know what I mean? Now it's like, all right, bro. Come on, son. All you proving is that you fucking raw and nothing in mad chicks. But that the act of having these babies, it has to be for a reason. Because all of a sudden, Nick Cannon been rich for a while. He's not new money. Nick Cannon been rich for a very long time now. So why now? I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Cannon came out of some Chadwick Boseman shit, rest in peace, with some in Virgil, like some terminal illness. And he just wilding and spreading his wild oat and preserving his legacy. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Cannon came out with some announcement like that. You know what I mean? He got 6 months to live because he's wilding. Like this year, how many kids did he have this year alone? Just this year. Nick Cannon been dropping them back to back. Let me see. How many? God damn it, Will. How many kids did Nick Cannon have? Did Nick have in 2020, in this year? So Nick Cannon total of 11 children. How many kids have he had this year? 8, baby? Nah, he didn't have 8 this year. How many kids does he have this year? I think he had like 5. Yeah, he tripping. Just the announcements of it, bro. Like, come on, son. And again, he's a wild boy. Listen, I love children, and if I had more money and was in a better position, I probably would have some more. I love having children. I love raising my children. I love being a father. I think it's the greatest gift in the world to father children and raise them too. Not just father them, raise them. Like I watched my son growing up, and just he amazes me every day. My daughter amazes me every day. And what sucks is, and I want to say this to my son, to my 21-year-old son, Jordan. I want to say this to him, if he's watching. I get it now. I get the resentment and the frustration he has with me, because we are not on the best of terms. I thought we was, but we're not. It's like this cold war between us, and I get it now. And I grew up without a father, so I didn't get half a quarter of the attention that he gets. I got nothing. My dad was a drug addict, heroin addict. He was all that. My dad wasn't present to take me nowhere, fly me nowhere, be in my life at all. Like my dad died in 2017, and I buried him. And I never really had a relationship with my dad outside of like between the ages of 0 to 5 years old. So outside of that, I never had but I've watched my son grow, and I'm proud of him, the man that he's becoming. He's made some mistakes, but growing pains. But I took Cairo to his first Giants game. I take Cairo to he's in jiu-jitsu, and I just watched this kid grow, and I watch the fact that boys have this undying need to make their father proud. When Cairo fucks up and he does something that I don't approve of, he gets a little depressed. I see it at 4 years old. He gets very sad. Not scared that I'm going to hit him, because I don't. He gets sad that he disappointed me. And boys like to make their fathers proud. My son never really felt that with me. I didn't meet him till he was 8. For reasons, for reasons outside of myself. It's just circumstances that happened. I didn't meet him till he was 8 years old. And I was in his life, and then I had to move again when he turned 10. You know what I mean? And then we started up again at like 15. And from 15 till now, we've had a relationship, but now more revelations of, I guess, some of the decisions he wouldn't have made them had I been more present in his life. Granted, it's not my fault that he made the decisions he made. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? I don't smoke. I don't have a criminal record. I'm not involved in none of the bullshit that he may or may not be involved in. But those things wouldn't even been an option to him if I was present the entire time, regardless of what the reason is. A lot of the shit wasn't my fault, but a lot of it was too. But the fact that I wasn't there physically when he went through some shit, that'll create resentment, even if it's not my fault. Even if, his mom is a great person. She's never kept him away from me. I moved, didn't have a way to contact him and sometimes, but I can honestly say, I get it. To not meet your father for 8 years And when I found out I had a son, or the possibility of a son, I found him. I looked for him myself. I didn't need a DNA test because no way. Nigga look is my identical twin. He left-handed like me, got my mannerisms, everything. Tall, deep-ass voice, everything. So when I got in his life at 8, he was happy. He wanted me to be at his baseball games and see me all the time and always called me every day. And then I move. That'll crush a boy. Even though it's, for me, it's life-and I got to move for work purposes and do different things. For him to have me for that short window of time after not having me for the first 8 years, and then I bounce on him, that would create a huge resentment. And at the time, I didn't get it. It's more better. Listen, it's better to never have than to have and then lose. And I get it. And I don't walk around with the guilt anymore because I know I've did things to the best of my ability to be a consistent part of his life. But now that he's older, I don't know how to confront. I don't know how to handle an adult child that I really didn't fully raise. He's different. You know what I mean? It's not like Cairo. Like, I've known Cairo since he was born. People develop some mannerisms and some behaviors that you don't know, so you got to learn them. But if it's met with a little bit of hostility when attempting to do it, you back off and you wait till they come around. But time goes by and they grow more and more resentments go. So, you know, I love my son to death, but I get it. I'm just saying, Jordan, if you're watching this, I get you. I get you. I do. I see it with Cairo, and I'm like, damn, I get it. And I know when you see some of these things, it angers you, but I'm not going to dumb down what father I am to him because I wasn't able to be that father for you. It's not making up for lost time, it's just being there, present. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry for everything that I've done. I've admitted my shortcomings to you, and I love you, and I definitely would love to have a better relationship with you. But I'm here, you know? And it takes some maturity to even admit that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make myself out to be father of the year. I was 19 when he was born. I was a kid. I was a kid too. I was younger than what he is now. So you can imagine what I went through. 19-year-old Will is not 40-year-old Will. You know what I mean? I've learned more things. Like, you can't, sorry you didn't get this version of me. That sucks. It's not your fault, but we can just move and grow past it because time goes by and resentment is not good. And I don't hold on to anything, you know. But I love you, son. And if you're watching this, I'm here. You know what I mean? I still want you to, you know, like I said, I've been trying to get you to move here with me from when you was 15. And I get it. I'm a stranger to you in some kind of ways. But still, that's what I could offer. I can't offer 20, 30 phone calls a day. I can't offer, you know, flying back and forth to New York every time. I can offer you a home. I can offer you a home, though, and another life. You know, that option was always available, and you know that. But anyway, moving along. Let's stay on this subject because I saw something that was interesting to me. I did watch this video. This girl has something really interesting to say. Check this out, y'all. Back on the same subject of parenting and mothers and shit like that. Oh. Okay, let's turn that down. I hate when these ads come on. She telling the truth. Chick says women in today's society become single mothers on purpose to get paid. Interesting take. Let's see what she had to say.
For a limited time.
I think women are worse nowadays is we're bailed out. We are paid to leave marriages and we're paid to be single mothers. If you pay someone to do something, they're going to do more of it.
They don't fear consequences.
Yeah, and so when women, like men, and if men were paid to be single fathers, I'm sure there would be more.
What?
And so what happens is women, like, again, how do most relationships start? Situationships, and girls want to get the kid from the guy, and like they want to get there's whole Reddit threads of women trying to figure out how to get a guy's kid. And even this has been on national TV. This is how big this problem is. And it's because when women get on birth control, they say they're off of it, or they get in that situation because they want to get the top 20% of men.
Okay, that's an interesting take. But, and that's true. But that is subjective on the guy. Not all women are running around trying to do that. But women, there are women who was athletes, dudes with money. You gotta have some money. Cause ain't no chick trying to have no money with no baby with no broke dude. You know what I'm saying? The chicks that she's talking about is actually trying to get paid to be a single mother. These are chicks that act like Erica Mena. You know what I mean? And, you know, they talk this love shit all day, but it ain't about no love. Because you're not even thinking about the child. Because being a parent takes a lot of time. Trust me, I know. I spend a lot of time with my children. A lot. And a lot of women don't have the time. A lot of people don't have the time. So I don't think women take those things into consideration who thinks like that. But that is true what she said. But it's only subjective to women who are looking for certain groups of men who are a very small percentage. So, yeah, that was a blanket statement she said, but all women can't do that. You know what I mean? All right, let's look at this last thing here. Check this out. Something about Milwaukee police. Let's check this out. Let's see.
He pulled out my pants, touched my testicles.
Hey, yo. Okay, we starting out like that? All right, let's start this over again. Police officers investigated. So these are cops doing this, according to this kid. Let's see.
He pulled out my pants, touched my testicles.
They like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt.
He pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The alleged. Oh, Milwaukee police? These are 3 different kids in 3 different places saying this too. Nah, this is wild. This is wild.
Keep coming forward. 8 Milwaukee police officers are under internal
8,
investigation.
not one?
Accused of performing
8
illegal
different
strip
cops?
including cavity searches on the streets. Were they wearing any gloves?
No, I didn't see not one. There was no gloves.
Nah, sticking bare hands and raw ass is crazy. Son.
Kevin Freeman Jr. claims back in December he and some friends were violated during a traffic stop.
When they searched me, they like eased down and they put their hands right between my butt. And then I try to reach back and when I try to reach back and try to stop them, they just got to slam me.
Nah, son. These kids ain't lying either. These kids look like they from the streets. You know what I mean? And even then, a black boy ain't just gonna say that. These kids are not. These look like some young street dudes. They don't seem effeminate. So for a boy, a masculine boy, 3 black masculine boys to admit that, they not lying. Shame on you, Milwaukee police, and I hope there's some justice in this. 8 different police officers. Look, Milwaukee police molested 74 black men. And these weren't men. These look like boys. This is wild. Let me see if I can find more in this story. But you know what, though? Even when they do things like that to us, it's not even a homosexual thing. It's a homosexual act. But they're not homosexuals doing it. They're doing it to emasculate you. That's what they used to do in slave time. Buck breaking type shit. Some cases, they would make 2 slaves, you know what I mean? Smash each other in front of everybody. Kind of what they're trying to do to Kyrie right now. Buck breaking. Let's bring these strong boys, these strong masculine men, black men out in front of the women, and let's emasculate the fuck out of them. What's the most emasculating thing you could do to a man? That's what they do in jail. Rape your ass. Take your butt, take your manhood from you. Women get fucked, right? When women have sex, the woman gets penetrated. So unless you're a gay man, voluntarily, that ain't something that you into. So when you voluntarily penetrate the anus of a straight man, you're violating him. That's the worst. That's the lowest thing you could do to him. Or smash his woman or his child in front of him. But when you smash him, you take everything. You take his manhood from him, and that's what seemed like is going on here. That shit is wild. I need to see if it's any more anything else on that. Let's see. Milwaukee police. Let's see if there's more. There's more on that. I haven't heard much about it. That should be national news. Let's read this. Let's see if there's something to read on this. These type of stories, they don't make it national news. This is wild. That is a crazy thing to read. That is really crazy. We'll stay on that one. It's not too much. It's not even that much. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. And these are the ones that just came forward. We're going to stay up on that one, though. But anyway, it's a fun episode. A lot of realness. A lot of things came out. But yeah, man. Anything coming up? Nah, man. Just make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, do not forget to visit my website, kingdirtbag.com, for all the latest Dirtbag merch, to see what my show's at and see if I will be performing in a city near you. All right? But till next week, we are out of here. Shout out to Fredo Cash, the writer, creator of the All Jokes Aside theme song. Baltimore, stand up. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Whoa. Fredo. I love it. Whoa. Me and Pyrex together, watch two worlds collide. Me and Jackie boiled out the sweets and we got hella holes inside. Whoa. I'm the shit. Bitch, all jokes aside. I'm the shit. Bitch, all jokes aside. That is it, y'all. Till next week, I will see y'all same time, same place. Peace.